What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. What's good? So before we get started, this is Pacific fruit, sweet watermelon. You see it's almost gone. Don't fill away. I'm gonna pour it. Yeah, I'm gonna finish that up. I said let me do a video because I was doing my grocery shopping list and a video came to me. Let's see what this do when it comes. Yeah, that's all right. I said let me do a little video because I'm doing my grocery shopping, and I said let me talk about how sometimes being too frugal, you can end up spending more money. So first up on the list is food. When the Dollar Tree hit the scene and everything is a buck, and sometimes I think I've seen items for 69 cents or something under a buck, when it's on clearance or what have you. I'm like, wow, food for $1. It was frozen vegetables in there if they had a freezer section. It was meat, little individual packets of chicken breast. There was ice cream. There was canned goods and things like that. A lot of it no name brand, some of it name brand, but it seemed like the name brand items were almost sample size. So I think it's excellent to have choices like that. And of course you got your Walmart, you've got your, any store has a no name brand. I think sometimes with no name brands you end up wasting money because let's just be honest, some no name brands just really genuinely don't taste good. I bought a no name brand peanut butter, and I love peanut butter as much as I love bacon and wine. And the peanut butter tasted straight up like oil. It was no peanut flavor to it. And when I got it home, I made some sandwiches and put some on crackers. I literally wasted the jar. Nobody in the house ate it. So that was a waste of money. And I bought 2 jars. We weren't going to eat it. In the trash they went. I bought Jiffy, which for a 16-ounce jar, I believe, off sale can be, I've seen it $6.99, $7.99, $5.99. I've caught it on sale for $3.99. However, it was worth the money because we actually ate it, and it did last longer because we don't eat peanut butter every day, but it's still because we know it's there and it tastes good. We had it. Different things like that, jelly. Welch's, Smucker's, and if you can find another brand that you like, get it. We bought a no-name brand grape jelly from the Dollar Tree. It was not good. Not a drop of grape fake flavor. Like nothing grape about. Not even. I was trying to say, well, maybe it would be grape now later, and it wasn't. So I do think if you buy no-name brand foods, try a few. If you really genuinely don't like that brand, don't buy it. Yes, it might be cheaper, but if you're not going to eat it, or if you're going to, I don't want to eat any food forced to eat it just because it's on sale. Jiffy, peanut butter, Jiffy, Welch's grape jelly, even milk. I had a no-name brand milk that I hadn't heard of. It wasn't a good milk flavor. I didn't like it. I had an off-brand almond milk. I didn't like it. I'm only naming a couple of items. I think you get the point what I mean by some off-brand foods you just can't deal with. And if you don't like it or you're wasting it, you're wasting your money. When we come down to clothes, I am a big proponent. I might be saying that word wrong because it's right here, but I don't think it's coming out there. It could be the wine. I don't know. I love play clothes versus if we go out and when we go to church. I know, God, I know I ain't been to church in some years, but you know my heart. You know it. Okay, thank you for not striking me right down when I go to church. But I like play clothes from the thrift store or, your Walmarts and things like that. And then Walmart, now don't get it twisted. Walmarts and children's palettes, those ain't no cheap clothes. I saw some jeans in there for $14.99. I said, But it was a good pair of jeans. It had reinforced knees and everything. So when I get down to my $3 leggings, and if I go see a good thrift store, you know, okay. But they tear up. Payless shoes. Champion lasted a little longer for my daughter, my youngest one. But I don't want to take $100 and buy 100 pair of shoes. They're not $1 a piece, but you get what I'm saying? Because they're going to keep tearing up versus I can take $100 or 40 or 50, even 30, get one pair, and they got months, like 6-7 months. True, our kids' feet do grow sometimes. You look like, I just bought them. I really can't fit them. But I've actually bought some Payless shoes, and is Payless still in business? But you know, a Target brand shoe or what have you, a cheaper brand shoe, and it tore up on my daughter in less than a month. Like the flap was coming off. I'm like, she hard on shoes. Come on. But when I had a Nike or just a good brand shoe, doesn't have to be Nike. So I'm not naming Nike like you gotta buy Nikes, but a good brand shoe from out of like a Foot Locker or Famous Footwear, a DSW, depending on what area you in, you know what a good shoe is. I got more wear out of it than I did going so cheap. Her cheap shoes I did buy for when I took her to the park so she could kick up all the dirt and play and run. I always got her a pair of BS shoes. But yes, sometimes going too cheap on clothes, like heavy-chested women. It's only so many cheap bras your breasts are going to allow you to wear. They're going to just disrespect you one day, and the straps are going to just fly off at the most inopportune time. My bras are easy $40, and that's on sale, $29.99. I can grab one on sale. But $40, $50, $60 bras, yeah, I actually need to buy a bra. I've had one of my bras for 4 years. Just now, within the last 2 months, I noticed, I'm like, okay, it's time for a new bra. Well worth my money. Well worth my money. So I think that's important. Your car. Nah, I'm the first one to tell you. Used cars are life. It saves your budget. It's no car note on most of them. However, my 2005, baby. Poor little, well, I ain't pouring it out, but sip a little for. It's so hard to say goodbye to my 2005. But that's how I felt, y'all. When she gave it her last hoo-ha, baby, she gave her last hoo-ha. They said you gonna need $1,500 to even get it fixed. Just me. He was like, just me looking at it, it's $1,500. I'm like, oh my God. But I had that car for a long time. But sometimes you can buy a good used car and you look up and you're putting more into fixing it than you are into driving it and getting your money's worth out of it. Absolutely, I'm not saying everybody will get a car. I'm not. Oh Lord, am I about to? Who does this? Come on, it's my car, my 2005. She fell away. She in car heaven, striking me down. And if y'all have ever heard me drink before, I gulp. I can't not gulp. Sorry. We're not my old school people that follow me from my other channel. You know, that's how I drink. But I think if you're going to get a good used car, you almost need to save up and find one for $5,000 or better. Or unless you got an elderly grandmother or somebody that drove their car and legitimately we're in 2020 and legitimately that car has 30,000 miles on it. And they didn't roll the miles back. Like, you know it was well taken care of. Buying water bottles. I know this going to make y'all mad. Water bottles, they're nice. I buy them from time to time. But quite honestly, when I really feel like I need some quote-unquote good water, I just boil my water. Excuse me. Put it in a pitcher overnight and have me some boiled water. Buying bottled water seems cheap, but it add up. It add up. Okay. I'm going to tie this in with it. This going to seem a little... Now, that's frugal. That's enough of my frugalities. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or you see a way around what I said. Give me your thoughts. Let me know. Real quick, that eviction. They're holding off on evictions. I really hope Everyone that needed that help got it, and they're receiving it. Hopefully they were able to print off the declaration and turn it in to the landlord. That is part of it. In order to make it stick, you need to print off the declaration from the CDC and sign off on it, stating you truly can't pay your rent or pay none of it or some of it. Another thing, if you decide to go that route and you don't give your landlord any monies, the memoranda did state December 31st it ends, and it said that all back monies will come due. My rent is $975. I couldn't imagine September, October, November, December, basically $4,000 coming due January. Oh my God. So I want to encourage, if you need it, take it. But I also think that landlords who see their tenants paying something, even perhaps if it's $5, and don't get me wrong, I understand about, I have no money, my unemployment haven't kicked in, I'm fired, literally there's no money, I've been cut off of $0, I can't leave my house because I have no money to put gas in my car, because there is zero, literally, not saying it's no money, but it's $150 in your account. You have no money. I'm talking about them families. We don't know what we gonna do. We're running out of food. We literally only have the food left in the house. It's literally only the gas in my car. That family, they need to fill out the documentation because they have nothing. If you're able to buy a seafood boil, if you're able to buy press-ons, if you're able to jump in your car, put $10 in it, then you need to be setting aside some money to give to your landlord, something, $100 a month, $200, because I think some landlords, when it come down to it, may say, this family did their best to put something in my hand every month. I'm not going to rush and evict them. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk to them about some payment arrangements on the balance and let them continue to pay me as such. I think some landlords may have a heart, but they do have mortgages to pay. So I hope everyone that's going through anything like that, I hope it all works out. But if you know someone going through that, please let them know to sign that declaration, because even if the landlord don't bring it up, when it comes time to evict you, you want to have that, because if some of the little paperwork, I believe if you don't have that declaration, you can still face some sort of eviction loophole. Google that. It's like small loopholes and wording that can still get you evicted, even though the CDC said don't evict somebody. I can't remember it right now, but double check that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I would definitely get that declaration filled out. Lastly, this thing with no taxes coming out, people seem to be like, yay, I ain't got no taxes out. When you read that right there, it clearly states you're going to have to pay these taxes back. So, example, if it was $250 coming out of my check now, and then they said, okay, September, we're not taking $250 out. And from September, no $250, October, no $250, and so forth. Come January, it's back to taking out my $250 and the $250 from September. The $250, can you imagine $500 coming out of your check? That's going to destroy budgets everywhere. If you need the extra money, and your job, like my job opted out. They're not doing it. I work for the state. They're like, we're taking taxes out. We didn't even opt into doing that. So one, I didn't know it was an option. I thought it was some, like we're going to automatically do it. Because I emailed HR like, hey, leave my taxes alone. Don't touch mine. And she was like, oh, we didn't even opt in to do that. But some people don't know that has to be paid back. So that was something extra that I wanted to bring up. Lastly, and I'm out of here. Lord, this video at 14 minutes, y'all. If you or anyone that gets food stamps, download the EBT Fresh Food app, because Give Directly teamed up with EBT, and the app, they have been giving out $1,000 randomly to families through the app. There is no sign up except through the app, and if the link is there. When you open up your food stamp app, if you have been selected, you won't be able to get past that menu because that link in that application will be right there. You fill out the survey. Once you do it, it says congratulations, something like that. You will receive $1,000, and then they're going to tell you in about a week in an email how they're going to give it to you. I'll have that information linked as well. It is a video. I did a video on my other channel strictly dedicated to that. I'll link that video, plus I'll link the websites. You will get the money either PayPal, MoneyGram, Venmo, I think. It was certain ones. I'll link the organization down there, the nonprofit. I'll link everything you need to read, and you can look up the Fresh EBT website and you'll see that it's on there. It's legit. Several people I know have got their money. So yeah, that is also what's going on there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for stopping by my channel. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button, kick it with your girl. If you're OG, you've been around for the long haul, and you've been around since my other channel too, listen, I love you. Matter of fact, I love all y'all because y'all my peoples, and y'all come back and kick it with your girl. And cheers, okay? I'm out. I'll be back with another video. Again, I do appreciate you guys stopping by, and talk to y'all later. Bye.